Hello, everyone. I am Surrenderlot the Awesome, and I'm back, and I'm ready to look at some more r/choosing beggars. Without further ado, let's get to this. Manager, disappointed, none of the talented job interviewees have sent a thank you email for the email. Have interviewed several people for blank this week, and all the interviews went great. So many talented people out there. But here's a problem. None of the candidates have sent a follow-up email to thank us for the interview. Not one. That surprised me. Mate, usually you're supposed to do the follow-up email, not them. I mean, they probably also could just thank you at the after the interview is over. These positions are very competitive, and I just think that as a hiring person, getting a simple thank you email might give you an edge. That is all. Well, mate, not really. I mean, I'm not gonna go contact Lowe's and just thank them for the interview. That's kind of what they're supposed to do themselves. Well, except for me, it was more or less, I just got called for a drug test afterwards. Uh, Tried to contact Futuro about a gig a bit ago, never heard back. FYI, I would not have included a formal thanks or handwritten note. I write cursive. Yeah, we get so many applicants for positions that we say in our job descriptions that we will reach out to those who we feel interest in the hiring manager. I have sent about 100 applications to companies over my career and never got a response from any of them. Sir, do you really not see the hypocrisy? Do you think yours is the only job they've applied for? Yeah, mate, it's probably not the only job that they applied for. They've probably applied for a bunch of jobs that they probably don't really care enough to really give you a follow-up email thanking you for the interview. I think with this one, I'm gonna probably have to give this more of a 35 out of 50. Just, this guy's a real hypocrite, and also, you, mate, people probably just care more about getting a job, not about thanking you for the interview, and just, they'll probably just, not want to give you a follow up because you're most likely not going to respond. I've unfriended this person now because of the number of the times he posts this type of thing. I am doing something. Am I doing something wrong? Because it feels like I've been posting and talking, and yet it feels like I am getting hardly any attention. I swear, the only reason we even got any money right now is because Blake posted about it. Meanwhile, it feels like I'm shouting into a void, and it's hard not to feel depressed about the whole thing. Being sick probably isn't helping, but I really don't think it's just in my head. Mate, if you want to get famous on the internet, it takes time. I mean, seriously, you should probably know this by now. I mean, I've watched a few YouTubers who kind of just grew with time, and, fame didn't just come overnight for them. They kind of just, it was kind of slow before they became famous. I mean, I could tell you one thing, Scrubby knows that, and I think with you, I'm definitely going to probably have to give you more of a 25 out of 50. Fame does not come overnight, mate. It takes time. CB wants to pay me $3 an hour. That's something we can discuss. What are you thinking? $3 per hour will do. 10 hours. Let me see the Discord you want me to promote. And then they put the Discord here. $3 is below minimum wage where I am. That'd be illegal, lol. It's online. Plus I do not even monitor you. And that's ad hoc. Alright, I try my best. Okay. It's not quite illegal. It would basically make you an independent contractor, which would basically more or less mean you don't get a minimum wage. It's kind of offensive, but it isn't really illegal. That's from a comment below. So, yeah. And with this one, I'm gonna probably have to rate this probably 15 out of 50. It's not nearly as bad as it could be, but it's still kind of bad. It's kind of just more offensive. From my town's Facebook page. She wants a babysitter for two infants to come to her home, clean for less than minimum wage. Will be in the market for a nanny, not just babysitter, in the upcoming couple of weeks. I have a 1-year-old boy and a 3-month-old girl. I work from home from 8 to 5 and will be leaving for my second job as soon as I clock out at home. Uh, Hours will be roughly 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. I need someone who is interactive with my son, and he wants someone to play with him. No, I don't expect constant play. I need light housework done, sweeping, dishes, mopping. My husband will be home anywhere from 6 to 7 p.m. each night. Pay is $40 per day, 3 to 4 days a week, Monday to Friday. Looking to do interviews and learn about people soon. Please PM me if you truly are reliable and interested. $6 an hour for babysitting and house cleaning? Yes, especially with me and my husband being here for 95% of the time. Are you interested? Definitely not for that pay, mate. I mean, look, I know you might be tight on money, but I really would prefer it if you just up the pay. And with this one, I'm gonna probably have to rate this more of a 45 out of 50. You are anybody who is willing to babysit your child and babysit your children for less than minimum wage is not going to keep your children safe. That is just a fact. And you do realize that, well, at least you're going to do some interviews, but I really wouldn't trust anybody who's gonna do that. So yeah. Makes a post about needing workers, yet claims he doesn't need any. Uh, okay, hiring. Starting 75 to 100K a year. DOE. Vegas, California, Phoenix, based only. Number one, I don't need you. Number two, read number one again. Rule number three, I really don't need you. Well, dude, that doesn't mean you need to be so rude about it. And also, mate, if you're hiring, you probably would need someone, right? 4, 8, 16 to 18 hour days are normal. Jeez, dude. Mate, the 8 hour work shift exists for a reason. If you're not okay with that, keep it moving. 5, you must be able to drive at 13 or 18 speed. 6, car hauling experience is a plus but not needed. Power only work available as well. 7, if your other half is insecure, keep moving. What do you mean by other half? What, you mean your spouse? I mean, seriously, if they're insecure, they're probably just getting this job because, they're not financially secure. 8, remember number 1? I have at least 2 trucks purposely sitting that are always pull the trigger when ready in the event of another truck goes down. I'd rather them sit than deal with a self-entitled a-hole. Wow, that is pretty rude, guy. 9. If anything offended you thus far, you are definitely do not belong here. Well, maybe insulting people is kind of offensive, mate. Uh, 10. While you are loading, unloading, driving, so am I. Um, okay, I, mate, there are jobs that, sure, you'd make less, but they wouldn't be treating you like this. 11. Take care of business, and I will take extra care of you and your family. I'm a father and a provider first. Um, yeah, dude, I am not a father, personally, but I think you can, take care of people without, mate, yeah, I think you can take care of people without need to be like this. And also, if you act like this and you're a father, I really wonder how your kids are gonna turn out. And this person goes on to say, every trip will be worth your time you're away from your family with reason of the company. If you've made it this far and still interested, DM me with experience and when you can start. Don't expect a response if you don't follow those simple instructions. Wow. Dude, I am gonna have to give you a 50 out of 50. Dude, you don't need to be this rude to people. And also, the whole thing of you being a father, I really don't want to know how you take care of your kids if you're gonna be acting like this. And dude, you could probably bait. I could work at a minimum wage job, and they probably treat me better than you do. I think with that, that's gonna do it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.